What an honor it is to be before you today to celebrate life and to proclaim life from our Capitol steps. My name is Heidi Matzke. Can I take this off? Is that okay? My name is Heidi Matzke, and I'm the Executive Director of Alternatives Pregnancy Center here in Sacramento, California. I came into this role by a roundabout road that began in a very emotional place for me. A number of years ago, on the day my sister and I were supposed to leave for college, she showed up at my door and collapsed on the floor. With tears streaming down her face, she looked up at me and she said, "You're never going to believe this, but I'm pregnant." I still remember the fear in my sister's eyes in that moment. Our medical team sees that fear almost every day in the eyes of the women that we serve. Many of them are desperate for help, desperate for hope, just needing someone to talk to, someone who will listen to their fears and struggles as they face their unplanned pregnancy. Despite the great work of pregnancy centers nationwide, as you have heard in the past year, we have faced much opposition. Here, especially in California, a great deal of misinformation has been spread about our clinics. Efforts appear to be underway in the U.S. Congress to restrict or even outlaw crucial work of 3,000 pregnancy centers across this incredible country. If this happens, it would be a devastating blow to women throughout our country, as there are hundreds of thousands who come through our doors each year looking for free medical care, emotional support, and practical resources that will help them carry their pregnancies to term. It would also be a triumph of ignorance about who we are and what we do, about the reality of what choice means for women in America today. Women deserve an alternative to abortion clinics. Let me say that again. Women deserve an alternative to abortion clinics. If a woman is unsure of whether she wants to carry her pregnancy to term or not, she deserves a safe place to go, a place that does not financially gain from the choice she makes. This is real choice. Despite misinformation, let me share with you what we really do. We offer the women who come to us pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, prenatal care up to 24 weeks, well woman visits. We test and treat for sexually transmitted diseases. We offer abortion pill reversal services and abortion recovery for women who have actually experienced abortion, helping them heal from that experience, as well as parenting classes. If finances are a problem, we have diapers, wipes, baby formula, baby food, baby clothing, and baby supplies. We offer community resources and adoption referrals. And if a woman needs a hotel room, guess what? We'll pay for that too. It doesn't matter who she is. It doesn't matter where she comes from. It doesn't matter her past. We care for her right where she's at. If she wants to hear them, we explain to her all of her options: parenting, adoption, and abortion. Even if she chooses abortion, we continue to be there for her after that procedure, because guess what? Planned Parenthood isn't. Our clinic alone provides over $1 million in free medical care each and every year to women. We charge nothing, and we do not receive $1 of federal funding to make this a reality. Because our God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. That means we never financially benefit from any choice a woman makes. Ironically, in the past, many patients have been referred to us by a well-known abortion provider near our clinic. As a matter of fact, in 2020, during the pandemic, abortion clinics shut down all their services except for abortions. Because our services were free, they actually sent women to us so that our nurses could sign off on pregnancy verification forms. That year, we were on mission like never before. As a matter of fact, we intercepted nearly 283 women who were abortion-bound, yet ended up choosing life. At our center, ultrasounds and all other services are provided by staff of licensed medical professionals, including OBGYN doctors, nurse practitioners, registered nurses, medical assistants, and phlebotomists. They are deeply compassionate people because most of them that serve in our clinics have experienced abortion for themselves. And as a matter of fact, our OB doctor used to perform them until God got a hold of his heart. And now he's used as a weapon against the enemy. Over the last 5 years, pregnancy care centers like ours have served nearly 2 million women who have faced with an unplanned pregnancy and wanted an alternative to abortion. These facts are not being reported, nor do many government officials even really care. Instead, whether from ignorance about who we are or from spreading deliberate misinformation about what we do, pregnancy care centers from coast to coast, as you have heard, have been the targets of violent attacks, vandalism, hateful attacks online and in the media. But what the enemy intends for evil, our God will use for good. He will use it for his glory, and we trust him. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world. And we are on mission like never before. What we do is worth the risk every single day. There is a place for clinics like ours in every community. Let me be clear about something. There are several types of women that come through our doors. In the past 5 months, let me just tell you about the stories of the women that have come through our doors. One woman we served in college, facing an unplanned pregnancy, but wanted to choose life and needed help. Another woman was in an affair, scared to choose life and tell her husband about her unplanned pregnancy. Another woman who was pregnant didn't have insurance. Guess what? We saw her regardless. A lesbian couple that was rejected by Planned Parenthood walked through our doors because they didn't want an abortion, but wanted to see an ultrasound. We served a transgender person unexpectedly pregnant and scared because they had been taking testosterone. Yes, they walked through our doors and found medical care and the gospel as they were rejected by other clinics. And just recently, we have served a woman who had started transitioning into a man, but decided because she found grace in Jesus Christ that she no longer wanted to do this, but she did not want to go back to the doctors who ruined her of her womanhood, and she is now reclaiming her womanhood back for God's glory. Guess what? She came to our medical clinic for that. Yes, pregnancy centers are there for women in unplanned pregnancies, but we are also there for women like these, women in real situations these are women that have walked through our doors in the last 5 months. We have incredible influence in the lives of women. This is a place where women are encouraged. They are not exploited in their moment of vulnerability. You are pregnant. Those are the most powerful words a woman will hear in her life. For some, the words bring incredible joy, but for others, incredible fear. Both deserve support. We have been given a tremendous opportunity and responsibility by God himself to serve and empower women to live full, successful lives. It is an honor to wake up each morning to serve women and families in my community, and I thank you for the privilege of allowing me to share this brief glimpse of who pregnancy centers really are, despite what you've been told. If you do not currently financially support a local clinic, I urge you to do so. Here in Sacramento, there is the Sacramento Life Center, our clinic, Alternatives Pregnancy Center. In Roseville, there is Sierra Pregnancy and Health. In Placerville, there is Pregnancy Counseling Services, and many beyond Sacramento County. We desperately need your prayers, your encouragement, and your support. And as I close, I want to leave you with a verse found in 1 Peter chapter 2. It says this: For to this you have been called, because Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example that you might follow in his steps. When he was reviled, he did not revile in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten, but continued entrusting himself to him who judges justly. He himself bore his sins in his body on a tree, that we might die to sin and live to righteousness. By his wounds we are healed. Christ was on mission, pursuing those who are broken and in desperate need of help. There was no deceit found in him, yet he suffered anyway. He took away our shame and our sin. He bought us back from death, redeeming us out of the hand of the enemy. He suffered, he was reviled against, he was hated, and he was mocked. Yet he did not revile and hate in return. Instead, he stayed on mission and loved with a sacrificial love unlike anything this world has ever seen. We must do the same. When we are reviled against, we will not revile in return, but instead we will entrust our enemies into the Father's hand and stay on mission no matter what the cost is. He has called each of us to rescue those who are being led to slaughter. That is why each and every one of us are here today, and we will fulfill that calling together. God bless.